Hello, welcome to Best Movies channel. In this video, I introduce The Help. The Help is a 2011 periodrama film written and directed by Tate and based on Catherine Stockett's 2009 novel of the same name. The film features an ensemble cast, including Emma Stone, Viola Davis, Bryce Dallas Howard, Octavia Spencer, Jessica Chastain, Allison Janney, Cicely Tyson, and Sissy Spacek. The film and novel recount the story of a young white woman and aspiring journalist Eugenia Skeeter Phelan. The story focuses on her relationship with two black maids, Aibileen Clark and Minnie Jackson, during the civil rights movement in 1963 Jackson, Mississippi. In an attempt to become a legitimate journalist and writer, Skeeter decides to write a book from the point of view of the maids, exposing the racism they face as they work for white families. Black domestic workers in 1960s United States were referred to as the help, hence the title of the journalistic exposé, the novel and the film. The Help brings to light the challenges and discrimination that African American people faced. The film was a critical and commercial success, grossing $221 million worldwide and receiving positive reviews from critics. The Help received 4 Academy Award nominations including Best Picture, Best Actress for Davis, and Best Supporting Actress for both Chastain and Spencer, with Spencer winning the award. The film also won the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture. In the rest of the video, I will tell the story of the film, so stay with me. In 1963, Aibileen Clark is an African-American domestic worker in Jackson, Mississippi, working for socialite Elizabeth Leafold. She raises Elizabeth's emotionally neglected 2-year-old May Mobley. Aibileen's best friend, Minnie Jackson, works for Mrs. Walters and her manipulative daughter Hilly Holbrook, who leads the women's socialite group. Elizabeth and Hilly's mutual friend Eugenia Skeeter Phelan is an unmarried aspiring writer, recent graduate of OLE Miss who has been rejected by Elaine Stein, an editor at Harper & Row NYC. Securing a local job writing a housekeeping column, she witnesses the city's systemic racism and the demeaning mistreatment of maids. Hilly insists on installing separate bathrooms, which she wants enshrined in building code. Skeeter's mother Charlotte tells her the family maid Constantine quit, but Skeeter does not believe her. She decides to write a book of interviews with the maids to expose their experiences. Minnie is soon fired by Hilly for defiantly using an indoor bathroom during a dangerous tornado. Hilly vindictively renders Minnie unemployable by spreading the lie that she stole from her, forcing her teenage daughter to quit school to work. Celia Ray Foote, a pregnant housewife ostracized by the socialites, seeks a maid as her house in Madison is massive and she can't cook. She gratefully hires Minnie without telling her husband Johnny, Hilly's former love interest. Celia suffers a miscarriage, then reveals she had a shotgun wedding, then miscarried. They discuss Hilly's envy of Celia over Johnny. Celia treats the black eye Minnie's husband has given her. Aibileen and Minnie let Skeeter interview them after going to a dynamic sermon. Elaine Stein tells Skeeter she needs many more maids, stories for the book, but fear of retribution prevents others from coming forward. Aibileen tells Skeeter about her only son's tragic death, due to his negligent foreman after an on-the-job accident. Skeeter Slow walks a piece in the Junior League newsletter on the separate but equal bathrooms for Hilly, instead submitting an embarrassing misprint. Hilly refuses to advance money to her new maid, Yule May Davis, who needs $75 to send both her twins to Tougaloo College. When Yule May pawns a lost ring she found under a sofa, she is violently arrested after Hilly reports her. This incident and M. Edgar Evers' assassination inspire more maids to share their stories. As Skeeter, Abilene, and Minnie fear for the maid's anonymity, Minnie reveals the terrible awful as a form of insurance. After her termination, Minnie brought Hilly her famous chocolate pie but reveals, after Hilly had finished 2 slices she had baked her own excrement into it. Hilly sends her mother to a nursing home for laughing about it. Skeeter confronts Charlotte about Constantine's departure. She confesses that during a Daughters of America luncheon at her home, she fired Constantine when her daughter Rachel refused to enter the house through the kitchen. Rachel subsequently moved her heartbroken mother to Chicago, where she later died. Upset by this revelation, Skeeter bursts into tears and runs out. The Help is published anonymously and read widely by Black and white communities of Jackson. Skeeter shares the proceeds with the maids, who each get the equivalent of several weeks' pay, with more to come. Skeeter's boyfriend Stuart breaks up with her, realizing she wrote it. Minnie subtly reveals the terrible awful to Celia, calling her 2-Slice Hilly. Panicked, Hilly threatens to sue Skeeter for libel, but backs down when she realizes she would have to publicly admit to the pie story. Charlotte intervenes, ordering Hilly off the property, then mother and daughter reconcile. Johnny tells Minnie he knows she has been working at their house and promises her permanent job security, so she and her children can leave her abusive husband. Abilene's congregation honors her for her leadership in the publication. Minnie and Abilene convince Skeeter to take a NYC job offer. In revenge, Hilly pressures Elizabeth to fire Abilene, claiming she has stolen silverware. She defends herself, Hilly storms out in tears, and Elizabeth fires her. As Abilene bids farewell to May, who's crying for her, she begs Elizabeth to love her daughter, who also cries. As she's leaving, she decides to quit domestic work to become a writer. And finally, I hope you will see this movie completely and enjoy watching it. I would be happy if you could comment your opinion about this movie.